Hey guys, it's Marcus here from blogprofitnetwork.com, and today what I wanted to do is I wanted to talk to you about a little tactic. But first I'll tell you how I came up with this. You see, yesterday I got up and I was ready to work, but for some reason I just couldn't get myself to work. I was tired, I was lazy, I just didn't want to do anything. And so I kind of got sidetracked, and what I did is I said to myself something that I said years ago, but I never really dove into. Right? Have you ever been in that kind of situation where you knew that you could do something, you knew it would work, but you didn't give it your all or give it all the potential that you wanted? Well, a couple of years ago, what I did was I would go and look at my trigger words. Obviously, my trigger words are the words that you guys have gone through on my sites that I use to find niches, right? The idea is to take a trigger word like changing or something like that and put it into your Google tool like this. Right, like this, okay? And you'd hit changing, and let's try change. I think I spelled something wrong or something like that. Or maybe I have the settings wrong. Let's try directory. I might have to relog in my Google. Yeah, it looks like I have to, oh, there we go. Yeah, I have to relog into Google. There we go. See, and here I was thinking that I was just being an idiot, but actually Google is hindering me. All right, so what we did is we'd do something like change like this, and then I'd do show closely related items to my search terms. Okay, and what I would do is I would go in here and I would look for niches. Now, when I'd look for niches, usually what I would do is I would take these niches here, like subject to change or define climate change or something like that. Like, let's say we wanted to go quote about change. Okay, and we could see here that this has 8,100 searches per month. Okay, and usually what I would do is I would go over to Google. Okay, and let's just go to regular old Google here. We'll go to regular Google here, and we'd look for quotes about change, and we'd see what the competition is. Okay, but what I thought about years ago is I thought about looking up domain names that were really cool based on these trigger words, right? So, like, for example, I'd go to Namecheap or whatever and take a look and see if quotesaboutchange.com was available. Okay, here we go. We wait for it, and we have like quote of change, quotesaboutchange.com. So we could see quotesaboutchange.com is in fact available. So I could nab that domain name, I could put up some content, and I can, get traffic from quotes about change, and then I just start to think about it and say, okay, great, maybe I could put them to like some kind of self-help program or whatever it is, and you can see I can get the domain name fairly cheaply. Now, what I find is that there is a certain art to being able to find these. Obviously, the ones that I got yesterday, you could see I bought tons and tons of different domain names. Now, these are a lot like the name that I found using the trigger word fix a couple of years ago. Now, I will disclaimer this by saying the results are not typical, and this usually doesn't happen, but there are a lot of good domain names available. And what I did is I used my trigger word fix, and I found a domain name. I purchased it from the domain registrar that I used at the time, which I still use, is directnick.com, and I purchased this domain for $15. And within the same year that I purchased it, I didn't, put any site on it or anything like that, but within the same year that I purchased it, I was able to sell that domain for $25,000, right? That means I had a net profit of over $24,000 or something like that, right? Over $24,985 or whatever it ended up being, right, was my net profit. And so this works extremely well. And so what I did is I purchased 100 domain names, or I'm in the process of it. I think I'm at like 86 or something so far. Let's see what we're at here. I think if I go into my account, I could see how many I have. 87. So we have 87 domains that I've purchased so far. Now, some of them I am going to sell to customers and students like you. Some of them are very good and very, very selective that I think I can sell, like debtreport.org is a really good one, or disneysecrets.org. But there are some that I am going to let go to you guys, and all you would have to do to find out if those are available is go to my site, blogprofitnetwork.com, and click on the live chat if I'm available, ask me what we got, and we might be able to hook you up with something. But I want you guys to look at this tip and take a look at some of them, and for the pricing on them, I'll tell you how that's going to work. So let's say, for example, one of the domains I have is camera review, right? These people are looking for camera reviews, and this domain name here for digital camera review and camera review. So for camera review, we have an exact match of about almost 10,000 searches per month, and you can see here very low competition. Right, and you can see that, in fact, a lot of the domains that rank, you'll notice, actually have the exact match domain name as well. Camera reviews, camera reviews, camera reviews, and on we go. Camera, different things like that. So these do work extremely well at getting ranked. And you can see for this one, you have 10,000 searches, right? And you have to ask yourself, with 10,000 searches with an exact domain name in this niche, would you be able to sell a couple of cameras per month? And the idea, of course, is yes. And we have tons of them, from, camera review to bacon recipes, right? And on we go. And these are very, very, very selective. So now what we're going to do, for those of you that get these, right? You can see bacon recipes has 18,000 searches a month. And the question is, with an exact match domain, if you were able to get this traffic, how many recipe toolbars do you think you can give away and get like $2.50 every time you give one away, right? So the money's there. The money is there. It works. The traffic's there. The money's there. The niche is there. All you need from me is the domain name, the idea, right? Because obviously the domain name and the idea are one and the same. I'm giving you a niche, I'm giving you an idea, and I'm giving you the profit centers, right? So if we go in and we say, okay, well, we're going to get you the domain name common tax deductions, right? Common tax deductions. And I'm going to try to spell this right. Right, common tax deductions like this, and we say, okay, well, we're going to get you this common tax deductions with an average monthly searches of 1,000. Right, what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you the offers that are available. I'm going to show you how to get paid when people sign up for accountants or whatever. Right, I'm going to show you the AdSense potential. Right, if we go accountant, right? I can't spell, I'm sorry. Right, if we do accountant Vacaville, right, you could see that you can turn this into profit just using AdSense alone if you are able to spell correctly. I'm sorry, I'm going to have to go to Google and have them spell accountant for me. Right, and we'll go in here and do accountant Vacaville, right, like this. And, or let's, again, we got to spell correctly. There we go. For some reason it doesn't want to work with me. But you can see like accountant type words are like $4 a click. Certified public accountant is $10 a click, $6 for this kind of accountant. So there's a lot of different accountant stuff here that gets a lot of money, right? So they're making money and you have the traffic available. So here's what you're going to be getting today when you contact me on live chat or use the links below. Okay, we have 3 different categories of domain names. Obviously the higher priced ones are ones that have a given affiliate program or a really high priced keyword, right? The ones that are a little bit less, obviously, are middle of the run, and then the lower ones, which are moderately priced, are available for you, and obviously less traffic, less profit potential, but they will get you going. But we do have some really, really good ones available for you, so I'll put those links below. And again, I want you to contact me on live chat if you are interested in getting these. Again, we have tons of killer ones like easymoneysavingtips.com. All the domains, for the most part, are either .com, .net, or .org, which means they are top-level domain names. And what you'll notice is on Namecheap, when you go to get these domains, like if we were to do something like debt, right? If we were to do debt here, you're going to see that the domains that are available, they'll have suggestions, which are regular ones, right? Like livedebt.net or whatever, okay? But you're going to notice that these other ones, like debtday.com, that's like $2,000, okay? Or debt repair. right? You're going to see debt repair. This thing's going to skyrocket. You're going to see like $1,200 for debtrepairfac.com, which isn't even that great of a domain name. Debt repair CPU, $6,000 for that one, right? And on and on and on we go. I'm going to go ahead and get debtrepair.biz just because I like that one, right? So I'm going to go ahead and buy that one now. But you're going to see that there's a lot of cool stuff there, and a lot of it's expensive. So worst case scenario, you turn around and sell these domains for more than you paid for them. In best case scenario, you go through it and you build these domains out and you actually start to make money with them. So go ahead, check it out. Go ahead and use your trigger words with your domain tool. I'll have some instructions on that below for you. But if you want the easy road, you want to start making money almost instantly, go ahead and hit me up on live chat. We'll go through what's available, and we'll get you a good domain name and get you started. So see you on live chat. Let's get you guys going. Use the links below and the tools below to check out this cool idea of using your trigger words with your domain names. All right, so I'll see you on live chat. I'll see you in the next video. Use this tool, make some money, get your domain name, and let's profit online together. Thanks again for watching. Again, you can get me on live chat at blogprofitnetwork.com.